we learned about the Deferred Sales Trust in 2009, and this became the solution to, or the alternative for, a traditional 1031 exchange.
Now people are nervous to invest. And I think that, from my impression, the DST that we're going to talk about here can potentially be a tool for a lot of people that covers all those different topics. But first, share a little bit with the audience about yourself, Brett, your company, Capital Gains Tax Solutions, and your new book.
Absolutely. Thanks, Chris. So yeah, I grew up in the real estate industry, fell in love with real estate at a very young age, with my parents building homes, mostly in the Silicon Valley, East Bay area and California, and found out that it's great to have cash flow and it's great to have appreciation. And it's great to be entrepreneurial, right? But my brother and I were the first two to actually graduate college on both sides of the family. So my parents did tell us, we don't want you making it just in hammering nails and building houses and such. We actually want you to go to college. And so we went to college. I had a chance to play basketball on scholarship, 6-foot white guy who could play hoops. I still love it every single day if my knees don't fall apart. And then knew and kind of fell, and I didn't really fell into, but I got invited to check out commercial real estate in an internship at a place called Marcus and Millichap. And that began my love with investment, multifamily real estate investing and brokerage. And quickly learned about 1031 exchanges and how amazing those were. But it was 2006 at that time. Things were going pretty good. And then it quickly kind of shifted. And that's where things kind of fell apart pretty quickly. And for those who had over leveraged, had too much debt and not enough diversification, and perhaps had paid a little bit too much for those multifamily properties, or those cap rates were going so low, I saw, friends, family, and clients lose half or everything over a few years. And that began the journey of, we can build a massive amount of wealth in multifamily, but we've also got to be prudent and careful with how we structure deals. I heard Warren Buffett say it well yesterday. He says, hey, you basically can't, be in a good deal with a bad person. Well, I would say you can't be in a good multifamily deal with bad debt, right? And if you're in a bad debt position, you can create the situation where now you are chasing the banks, and you are chasing rent, and now your operations are in a tough position because you're having to just pay all the debt service. And so bringing this all together, the 1031 exchange we learned was actually the enemy at this point, right? Because although it had deferred the capital gains tax, it had often pressured our clients to overpay for those properties, which has now put them in a compromised position when things shifted. And so we learned about the Deferred Sales Trust in 2009, and this became the solution to, or the alternative for, a traditional 1031 exchange. And now we just coach and train people how to do Deferred Sales Trust, Delaware Statutory Trust, 1031 exchanges, right? But mainly the Deferred Sales Trust is our niche, so that they don't have to ever feel trapped by that capital gains tax. They can still defer the tax, and they can invest at optimal timing without having to require any debt, although they can get debt if they want to when it makes sense. And so that's really the passionate focus that we're helping people with.